All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It is almost 10 o'clock, August 21st, 2022, and a lot more clouds around today with some sun in the morning. You can see all those high clouds, some mid-level clouds also over the sky. So we had partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies today across the area. Skies sort of look like this in the afternoon. Had a few breaks, sun there with some cumulus and some cirrus. You could see there. And then it was more or less like this, more or less the whole day. Or you could see some high clouds and some cumulus clouds there in the distance there. So it was fairly cloudy today, as you could see. Plenty of clouds around for the day. So let's go to the whoops. That's what a nice sky would look like, but we don't have that today. So let's go look at the current conditions outside right now. You see across the country, pretty quiet. Just some scattered red flag warnings in parts of Oregon and Iowa, and some scattered flash flood warnings still going on in some of those areas that were hit by the monsoon. They're still getting hit by the monsoon rains in Arizona. And looking at our area right now, temperatures are in the mid-70s, low to mid-70s, 73 at Farmingdale, 76 at Carl Place, 75 at Islip, 76 in the city. The alley's 77. But yeah, actually, the alley's not that far off from a lot of the other temperatures. Of course, oddly enough, some South Shore areas are reporting warmer temperatures across the area. So fairly uniform with that southeast wind, but we have very high dew points. So dew points generally closing in almost 70 degrees. There's Islip there with a dew point of 70, with a temperature of 75. So yeah, humid. The humidity is high. Looking at New Jersey, it's also dew points even a little higher there, low 70s, so even above 70 there. So let's go look at the actual temperatures here. The high temperatures for the day. Yeah, I'll pull that up here. All right, so not as hot today. You can see 82 at Islip, low to mid 80s across Long Island. There was a sea breeze, though. It was extremely humid. Even the Central Park, 81, LaGuardia, 82. All that cloud cover really helped keep the temperatures down. And you can see, even in New Jersey, only low to mid-80s as well. Again, so fairly uniform across the area with the temperatures. Let's look at the radar. We'll show you what we've got coming, and hopefully some rain. You can see some pretty heavy rain and some pretty heavy thunderstorms right now over parts of Maryland, Virginia, and heading into Delaware, some in Pennsylvania. That rained out the Little League World Series, and then some even heavier storms. Looks like some pretty heavy storms right here around Pittsburgh. So all this rain is heading our way, and let's hope it holds together so we can get some rain here. Looking across the rest of the country, you can see there's also some rain showing up over here in the south as well. And then if we look at the southwest, not a whole lot of monsoon rain right now, so it looks like maybe it's quieted down a little bit, at least for now. So let's go to the National Hurricane Center, because we have one area now, one wave that they have very little. I'm not even going to go to the satellite of this, but there is a disturbance here that just came off the African coast that we will have to watch. But this is such a ways out, I'm not really going to spend too much time talking about it. Let's go take a look at the current sea surface temperatures across the area as far as, let's go to the marine thing, because, again, it's very, very humid out there. So let's go to the summary here. And I bet you those water temperatures are up there. Let's see what we got. 76 south of Fire Island. So, yeah, they're up there. 76. Texas Tower's got 77. So, yeah, water's mild. We're at the warmest water temperatures for the year right about now. So let's go take a look. And you see they're talking about, they have a couple, let's see if they've got a briefing on the rain. They really don't. But they have a couple of models here. If we take a look at this Twitter thing here, you will see here that they have a couple of models here with the forecast ranges. Thanks, Twitter. So we can't really see it because Twitter wants to be a pain in the neck. But we will go over the models ourselves. So it showed you briefly what it looked like. So let's go to the sea surface temperatures. I want to look at that. Sea surface temperature anomalies. Yeah, we are above normal. Above normal. So you can see much of the water is above normal. Look at how much warm the water is over here. So you have some huge temperature anomalies in the Canadian Maritimes. Talking about nearly 10-degree temperature anomalies. What's the actual sea surface temperature in there? 60, so that's warm for them. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to spend too much time on that, but I figured I would because it kind of pertains to the tropics and stuff. All right, so we covered all this stuff here. Let's go take a look at the models, and we'll take a look and see what's going to be happening this week as we head into the remainder of August here on the 18Z GFS. We'll go and look at the upper air, 250 wind. You can see the jet stream is just a mess here. Continues to be a mess. It's like a little cutoff low over the Great Lakes. That's what's going to bring us our chance for precipitation tomorrow. And then you can see a little bit of like a southern branch of the jet stream developing there off the east coast. But the main branch, I mean, this is extremely messed up here. This is completely abnormal here. Again, it brings like a narrow trough through as we start into September. But I mean, this jet stream remains absolutely dysfunctional. Absolutely insanely dysfunctional. That's all I gotta say. It's just insanely dysfunctional. It's very alarming. And that means that we're gonna have not typical weather, but atypical weather as we deal with just the fact that we have no order in the atmosphere whatsoever. So let's go look at the upper air pattern here, and you can see even the upper air pattern just looks extremely messed up. So you got this little trough, that little cutoff there, and then we get a little weak ridging. You can see with this kind of pattern around, you're not going to have any big cool downs, but you'll see what the model does do. It does have the storm coming. It does form this into a tropical system, of course. It's such a ways out at this point. It's like a fantasy storm, but we will go there just because we can. So getting into the CONUS view, let's go and look at the precipitation patterns that we have. So the good news is we will be getting some rain tomorrow. Looks like we'll finally get some rain, and it might linger a little bit into Tuesday as well with this low. And again, there isn't really a jet stream to move anything along, so that's why you don't see cold fronts. You don't see the normal weather features that you would normally see. And then after that, we have fair weather, but no really big cool downs. No really big cool downs, and you can see maybe as we get into September, maybe we can get this high in here. And they're going to bring us cool. And there is that storm again that it wants to develop here. And this is a pretty strong storm here that it does develop that far out. And just like I said, just for fun. Let's go take a close look at it here. And this is the storm right here. That would be a pretty substantial just for fun. Just for fun. That looks like a pretty substantial hurricane right there that it forms here. It could be a Category 4, Category 5. Let's hope this doesn't happen. And if it does, let's hope it doesn't hit us, because this could be, if you have the right... Let's just go back over here. All right. If you had the right pattern here, you could have this storm literally shoot right up at New York. Yep, you could. So that's why... And there's no... Jets, again, when you look at the upper air pattern, there's no jet stream to just sweep this thing away. And that's the problem. Look at where the jet stream is. It's all the way up here. So the jet stream is like gone. All right, the normal thing that protects us. And, this is something that people need to be alarmed about. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So let's now go and we will take a look at our temperature anomalies as well as we head into the remainder of August. And you'll see we will probably be today we're a little above normal. Tomorrow we're going to be close to normal, maybe a little bit below normal. And then we start going above normal Tuesday, Wednesday, slightly above. Not drastically above, but certainly you can see much everybody is above normal here. We'd have to wait again until September to really get a cool down. And then after that, a huge ridge builds again. And just that day, that last frame of the run there, where it has us way above normal, that could be a pretty hot day. I'm just going to look at that and say probably, it would have us in the mid-90s with that hurricane offshore. Again, this is all hypothetically. It's such a ways out, so let's not go crazy over it, all right? It's too far out in the distance. But, hey, we have to be alert on this. We have to be alert on this. we are entering tropical season, and we do have to be alert. So let's go take a look at the short term here, now that we've looked at the longer term. And we will go and look at our HRRR model, which will show you what is going to happen as far as when this rain arrives here. So we'll start getting into the rain before sunrise. And you can see we'll have a couple of showers. And depending on where they hit, it looks like it's forming a cluster of showers right over Suffolk County. So if it does do this and it forms it in the early afternoon hours, this would give a good cluster of showers and thunderstorms. This could give a good amount of rain with that. And then we have more chances for some more isolated activity on Tuesday. So when all is said and done here, hopefully we will wind up getting a decent amount of rain. So let's see what this has now. So this has, again, depending on where these showers line up, if you get these heavy showers and thunderstorms, you could get 1 to 2 inches. So it's definitely looking better for tomorrow. The prospect's definitely looking better for some really good soaking heavy rain, the kind of rain that we need so badly here on Long Island. It has been so dry. So seeing this is obviously very encouraging. At least it means it looks like at least the drought will take a hit. We'll get some relief from the drought tomorrow. Dew points stay high, obviously. Tropical air, dew points around 70 degrees. Onshore flow, plenty of clouds, so it won't get that hot. Here we are Tuesday, and you can see winds kind of all over the place here, mainly southerly. So we're staying in the humidity for Tuesday as well. And we'll just go over to the GFS now. We'll go a little further here. So, again, here is the GFS, and you can see we try to get some drier air in here Wednesday, but you can see what happens. This front just kind of washes out, and it just can't make it in because, again, there's no jet stream. So we're going to kind of stick with the humidity until we may have humidity right to the end of the month. Probably not going to see any really nice dry air, unfortunately, because of that. Looking at your high temperatures, we'll stick with the GFS on this. You'll see tomorrow won't be that hot, probably only upper 70s to around 80. But then we start heating up on Tuesday. That means the sun comes back out again. We'll have highs in the mid-80s on Long Island, close to 90 in New Jersey. Wednesday, mid-80s on Long Island, close to 90 in New Jersey. And then Thursday, things heat up a little more. Could be upper 80s to around 90 on Long Island and 90s in New Jersey. So unfortunately, we're not done with the heat yet, especially if you're in New Jersey, dealing with more heat on Friday. So you can see we're just going to deal with heat right through. We're going to deal with above normal temperatures at the end of the month. Here we are. So dealing with heat, more heat, more heat. You have to wait for that cold front again. We have to wait all the way till the first day of September, and then we finally get out of this disgusting air. Unfortunately, again, we don't really. And that's the long range. So we don't know if that's going to materialize or not. Let's take a look and see what the GFS has for total rainfall for tomorrow. So here we are as of, we'll go as of Tuesday evening. You can see it's got the 1 to 2 inch range over Long Island. So it's definitely looking better. We're going to get some of that really thick tropical moisture and some lift in the atmosphere. It's finally going to produce some rain for us, which we need so badly. So it's looking good. We can also go to the NAM 3. And I don't have that enough of the zeros again to use. This is the NAM 3. Now, the NAM, unfortunately, does not bring the heavy rain over Long Island. It's the one outlier model that does not do that. If we look at where it puts the showers and thunderstorms, you'll see it puts them more over New Jersey and just west of New York City. Here we are in the morning, bringing that heavy activity over New York City and then bring it north and not bring much of it over Long Island. Hopefully this model is an outlier, though. I think it is. So I really think I really hope we'll finally get to see that much-needed rain that we need so badly here. So let's go look at the skies next, obviously. With all the rain tomorrow, you're not going to see much sunshine at all. It'll be cloudy all day. For Tuesday, we'll probably see some sun toward the afternoon. It's trying to bring some more sun into New Jersey, maybe, western parts of our area. See, this front just gets kind of hung up. But luckily on Wednesday, we can get far enough offshore. I think we'll have a mostly sunny sky, but then it tries to back up in our area Thursday. Then kind of waves back a little bit. And then Friday, we'll have to see. It looks like it does try to keep it at least mostly sunny. And then Saturday, again, you have this just staying just offshore. So after we get this rain chance, we're going to be dealing with another dry stretch again. That's what it looks like right now. Let's go to the RGM model. Use the RGM model. Obviously, plenty of clouds tomorrow. And for Tuesday, we will have some clouds again, kind of like I said, sun, some clouds, and then Wednesday is the day I think we'll have a mostly sunny sky. But it will still be on the humid. It'll still be not that dry, but it'll be a little better, I guess. As good as you're gonna get, I guess, is the way we gotta put it at this point. But anyway, we're looking at the rain for tomorrow. Now let's look at the severe threat and see if we can get any any of these showers. The thunderstorms could be severe, and there is some cape out there, mainly off to the south. Here's 8 a.m. See a little bit if it goes over Suffolk County at 11 a.m. So maybe a strong thunderstorm. See, the Cape actually amplifies by the afternoon. Here we are. Really gets going there. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Let's go to the one other model here. Well, one other site that I want to look at here is the Storm Prediction Center. So we can look at that. Storm Prediction Center. Let's see. Well, actually, there are a couple of things. So let's do the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow here. Convective outlook, no severe. So, no, does not look like any severe thunderstorms will be forecast for tomorrow. However, again, the potential for some of these storms to be strong on the strong side is always there. Let's go take a look at the Climate Prediction Center. So, I'm sure 8 to 14 day. Yeah, we're above normal. Precipitation. Slightly above normal to near normal. But at least we're going to get that rain tomorrow. That's what it looks like. So you can see above normal. It's just it's a mess. The whole everything is just above normal. Lastly, sea ice analysis. So we go here and we finally found out where to go here. We just got to hit this button here. So we're seeing the ice cover probably. This is the ice cover right now, and again, you can see when it's not dangerously low. We're not scraping at the bottom. The odd jet stream pattern is actually helping to keep some of the sea ice because that cold air is just bottled up there. That's why we're not seeing the jet stream is just, fortunately it's kind of protecting the sea ice a little bit. Greenland, though, is a different story. I think Greenland's got some issues. Heat ripples. So, yeah, there have been some heat ripples here. So we always watch this because, again, this is part of the reason why the Arctic is warming, and this is why we have, we have these crazy jet stream patterns because the difference between the poles and the equator are just not there. All you got to do is we can go northern hemisphere. All right, I go to GFS because I don't think it's available here, and we'll northern hemisphere here for the GFS, and we'll go to temperature anomaly. And I'm going to point this out to you, all right, here. So here we are, temperature anomaly chart for, let's take this up to Wednesday, all right? So you'll see much of the Arctic is above normal, except for the actual ocean itself. Most of the land masses are above normal. Alaska, Canada, Siberia, Finland, all that's above normal, all right? But you notice that the tropics are not above normal. They're actually near normal to below normal. So the difference between the poles and the equator is what fuels the difference. So that difference is getting smaller. It fuels the jet stream. So when that difference between the poles and the equator gets smaller, the jet stream gets weaker and wavier. And so we look at this. We show you the jet stream, and we show you how messed up it is. That is why you're seeing what you're seeing, because the difference between the poles and the equator is smaller. So the jet stream is weaker, wavier, and definitely a lot less organized than it should be. And that's why we get these crazy weather patterns. And that's really the crux of why we're seeing all this crazy weather. But again, most people, they're just not aware of how serious this is. But anyway, with that, the good news is at least we have good news, and that is rain is on the way. And fortunately, we will see a decent amount of it tomorrow. So it should alleviate the drought somewhat across Long Island. That's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.